player housing just around the corner. Most likely player housing, you know, opening up for everybody very soon here, coming up in December, right? We're probably going to get player housing opening up December 2nd. It's been that date that's been out there. So we're going to get into housing and housing items, how you gather them, how you get all the stuff that you're going to be getting for your house. It's important. Well, professions are going to play a role in that. Now, how professions are going to work with player housing and everything else, nobody is 100% sure yet, but it looks like now it's all being tested. So now we can look at how professions will be playing a role in housing going forward, and specifically, it looks like a little bit of examples from Leatherworking here from Mr. GM. Let's check this one out.
Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about decor. Yes, housing, decor, and more specifically, we are going to talk about decor from Leatherworking. Yes, all professions in World of Warcraft as of patch 11.27 will have decor from them. And in this video, we're going to go through all of the decor items you can craft from classic Leatherworking all the way up to the War Within. But before we jump into all of that, guys,
all the way
through
classic.
Massive thank you to the sponsor of this video, and that is Marvel Strike Force. Alright, while you wait for the decor items to craft, you could spend some of that downtime in another game that's all about building the perfect team and strategy. It's Marvel Strike Force, a free mobile squad.
I wonder if he's going to mention, does anyone know if these items will be sellable on the auction house? I'm assuming they will be. Be able to craft housing items, sell them on the auction house. That's going to be a big industry for people to make money off of.
From across the multiverse, including Iron Man, Wolverine, Venom, Spider-Man, and more. Power them up to tackle campaigns, blitz,
No
and
Flame.
arena
Thank you, man.
battles.
Thank you for the follow.
Join an
Welcome
alliance
to our
team up with
Scourge.
friends, take on massive weekly wars, and earn rewards. And here's where strategy kicks in. Team synergy. Build squads like Avengers or X-Men, where every ability boosts your allies. It's all about assembling the perfect team. You can download Marvel Strike Force for free right now by using the link in the description or by scanning the QR code on screen. And since it's spooky season, the Undying team is back. Unlock Zombie Iron Man for free using the promo code Halloween. He's a powerhouse in Alliance Wars. Don't miss your chance to complete the Undying roster with Hela, Zombie Juggernaut, Scarlet Witch, and Zombie Kestrel, only available this Halloween. So don't forget to use my link or scan the QR code to download the game and start building your squad. Assemble your heroes, dive into battle, and save the universe. Marvel Strike Force available now on mobile, and thanks again to Marvel Strike Force for sponsoring this video. Alright, so yes, we're back with another housing decor video. Today we're looking at leatherworking. Hopefully this is going to be a little bit of a series that we go through all of the different professions and, you know, what...
Why would I watch this? I'm interested in seeing how professions are going to work with player housing, how that's all going to happen. Because Blizzard's been pretty forthright about, yeah, okay, achievements are going to give us items and things. And they even talked about the trading post eventually giving us items, not off the bat, maybe a couple months into the expansion. But obviously professions are a big part of this game. And I would assume professions are going to be able to make a lot of cool things for player housing. So, yeah, why not dabble into it? Watch a little bit about it. It's a short video. Should be a good one.
You need to kind of use to craft all of these items. Now, this will be available
in the shop,
from patch
yes,
11.27. However, obviously, you can start building up the items now, depending on when you're watching this video. And you won't need to pre-purchase Midnight to be able to craft these, as you will be able to collect decor without having Midnight pre-purchase. So you won't need to own a house or anything like that in the early access to collect decor, which is a really nice feature of the patch. I'm going to start by talking a little bit about lumber. So lumber is a new crafting material you will start acquiring in patch 11.27. Now, each expansion has a different type of lumber, and to acquire it, all you got to do is walk up to those trees in those expansion areas and chop the trees for some lumber. Now, as of the recording of this, lumber is warbound and can't be sold on the auction house, so you will have to go out there and collect it. But pretty much every tree in every expansion can be interacted with to...
I'm assuming the lumber can't be sold. That's fine. And it's not... lumber's not going to work like a profession necessarily where everyone's going to have to go learn the skill. I think everyone's just going to be able to chop down shit from it, as I understand it. But the lumber, as I was saying, can't be sold. But if the items that use the lumber to craft can be, well, there you go. Then you don't have to do the running around and gathering of shit if you don't want to.
Acquire lumber. And this isn't a new profession or anything like that. This is simply just learned from the housing neighborhood area and is available to everybody. So with that out the way, let's start with classic leatherworking. So these are acquired from the classic leatherworking trainer and requires 250 skill. The first is the Camp Narachi rug. So to craft this, you will need 18 ironwood lumber, which is the classic lumber, 8 devil saw leather, 2 red dye, 2 purple dye, and 2 room thread.
So hold on, he's calling it. He said the lumber for every expansion is different. So when you're creating stuff, it's going to have to be with the lumber from that specific zone of that specific expansion. Okay, that's kind of cool. I guess it sends you around the world.
The other decor item you can craft is the Lockmadan Bearskin Rug. This requires 15 ironwood lumber, 12 rugged leather, 2 cured rugged hide, and 2 rune thread. For Outland Leatherworking decor, this will require 60 skill in Outland Leatherworking and is just taught from the trainer. The first decor item is the Arakoa Decoy Scarecrow. This will take 20 Olemba lumber, which is of course the Outland lumber, 6 heavy...
Yeah, he's not showing the item itself, so I don't know if it's war-bound or whatever, or not bound at all, and they could sell it. Yeah, hopefully he says it, but...
Not hide leather, 4 cobra scales, and 3 rune thread. The other decor item is the Outland Maghar Banner. This will take 12 Olemba lumber, 8 thick cleft tooth leather, 2 primal earth, and 2 primal life. Moving on into Northrend Leatherworking. These are taught from the Northrend Leatherworking trainer and require 60 skill. The first decor item is the Snowfall Tribe Scare Totem. This will take 12 cold wind lumber, 8 heavy boreen leather, 6 eternal shadow, and 2 arctic fur. The other decor item is the Wolvar Post Bag. This will take 18 cold wind lumber.
This got to be broken or something. So it's chopped in half.
14 heavy boreen leather, 4 eternal air, and 2 eternal earth. For Cataclysm, there is just 1 decor item. This is taught from the Cataclysm Leatherworking trainer and requires 60 skill. This is the Scaled Twilight Mosaic. This will take 40 ashwood lumber, 20 blackened dragon scales,
this is actually cool.
15 obsidian bars, 10...
Sam doesn't... you guys keep saying Sam doesn't care about professions. You're misunderstanding my take on professions. It's always been that I like to pull my items and my gear off the cold dead bodies of my enemy. I don't like crafting them. Okay, that's where I've always stood on it. It doesn't mean I hate everything that has to do with professions. The gathering of them and all that shit, yeah, it could be fun, casually running around, crafting shit for your home, that makes sense. I just don't want to craft my gear. That's it.
Savage Leather, and 1 Inferno Ruby. For Pandaria Leatherworking, this is taught also from the trainer and requires 60 skill as well. For the Serenity Peak Tent, you need 40 bamboo lumber, 8 magnificent hide, 5 starlight ink, and 5 spirits of harmony. And for the Wise Pandaran's Bed, this is 30 bamboo lumber, 6 magnificent hide.
You know what I wonder about this tent? I wonder if you could make it so, put it outside and make it so big that it actually covers your entire home and makes it look like your home is just a tent. That would be kind of cool, because then your home would literally look different, way different than anyone else. It won't be orc or alliance based, like human based anymore. It would entirely look like you just live in a tent.
Of harmony.
Idea.
And for the Wise Pandaran's Bed, this is 30 bamboo lumber, 6 magnificent hide, 5 ink of dreams, and 3 spirits of harmony.
It's been done.
For Drannel Leatherworking, the recipes are purchased from the leatherworking vendors in Ashran and will require 80 skill. And to purchase these, you will need to get a Secret of Drannel Leatherworking. So the first decor item is the Blackrock Bunk Bed. This takes 40 Shadow Moon lumber, 45 raw beast hide, 20 true iron ore, 15 sumptuous fur, and 5 primal spirit. The other item is the Orcish sleeping cot. This is 22 shadow moon lumber, 30 raw beast hide, and 15 true iron ore. For Legion, these are taught from the Legion leatherworking trainer and will require 80 skill. You have the High Mountain Tanner's frame. This takes 34
So everything requires lumber, it looks like. Like, lumber is a consistent resource across the board for all of these items. And so everyone's gonna have to be chopping down trees if they want to get this shit.
Fell touch lumber, 25 stone hide leather, 5 fell hide, and 10 unbroken claws. For the Tauren fence post, this takes 15 fell touch lumber.
You know why I bet they didn't make the lumber available to be sold on the auction house? Because it's required for like every item to be crafted. They would have just had bots running around lumbering everything. For sure, it would have just been like a bots heaven, right? People would have made bots. All these Chinese bots would have been running around, chopping down trees, and just posting shit on the auction house constantly. And it would have, 1, basically stopped people from interacting with the lumber shit, because everyone would have been buying it off the auction house, and 2, fucked up the whole economy. So they're like, instead of fighting against the bots, we're just going to make it unavailable to be sold on the auction house. Yeah, it'd break the economy for sure.
10 stonehide leather, and 5 unbroken claws. And finally for Legion, the Tauren leather fence. This takes 20 fell touch lumber, 20 stonehide leather, and 5 unbroken claws. For Battle for Azeroth, this will require skill of 140 and is taught by the Battle for Azeroth leatherworking trainers.
Man, could you imagine the smell of a leather fence in the rain? Oh, man.
In your respective city. The first decor item is the Sand Fury Diplomat's Banner. This takes 22 dark pine lumber, 20 coarse leather, 15
lingerie.
storm silver ore, and 4 amber tanning oil. The other decor item is the Zandalari Ritual Drum. This takes 40 dark pine lumber, 30 tempest hide, 5 platinum ore, and 12 blood-stained bones. For Shadowlands, this is taught by the leatherworking trainers and requires 80 skill. You can make the Maldraxian Crate. This takes 18 ardent lumber, 6 oxine ore, 12 desolate leather, and 12 pallid bone. You can also make the Margrave's Stitched Leather Rug, which takes 30 ardent lumber,
that is
14
that's a nasty
leather,
looking rug.
5 gaunt sinew, and 5 penumbra thread. For Dragon Isles, this is taught by the Dragon Isles leatherworking trainer and requires 80 skill. So you can make the Draconic Nesting Bed. This takes 45 dragon pine lumber.
Man, Scaly Boys rejoice. Look at that. A Scaly Boy bed. I mean, my God. Yeah, the Moon Guard about to pop. Yeah, it is. It is, for sure. This is going to be fantastic for Moonguard, no doubt. Never leave leather out in the rain. Yeah, Konisi is our resident leather maker in real life, so yeah, she would know.
5 limited diamonds, 2 Myers-Lush hide, 10 Kazgarite ore, and 10 dense hide. You can also make the Valdrakken market tent. That takes 40 dragon pine lumber, 6 wilder cloth, 60 resilient leather, and 7 Kazgarite ore. And finally, for Kaz Algar leatherworking, there is just one item, and this is taught from the trainer and requires 80 skill, and this is the Zephyra striped rug. For this, you need 30 Dornic fur lumber, 10 mosswool thread, rug. 2 spore-coated hide, and 1 thunderous hide. And that's it. That's all the housing decor you can create with leatherworking. It is worth noting here that all of these are bind on use, so they will be able to be bought.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, bind on use. Good. Good W on Blizzard's part. I mean, yeah, they should be. This should be something that people can do in their spare time to make money, for sure. Selling these items on the auction house will be a really good way to make some money in this game. There you go.
Sold on the auction house, and as of right now, you will need to purchase multiple if you do want to place multiple rugs or anything like that.
That's pretty awesome.
Just how the housing system works. So you can either craft these, make a ton of gold, or buy them on the auction house, which is pretty simple. So guys, let me know down below your thoughts on some of these decor items that you can craft through leatherworking, and let me know if this is a series you want me to continue to go through all of the professions to show off some of these items you can kind of start building up materials for or craft, depending on when you're watching this video. But please don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to support me outside of YouTube, I'm also on Patreon, and I'm on Twitter at MrGMYT, and I have a partner Discord channel as well. And also I am streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me stream Midnight Alpha, 1127 PTR, any sort of WoW,
nice.
I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.
Great video. Yeah, okay. I mean, clearly professions and player housing going to play a big role, whether it's crafting your own shit or crafting stuff to be sold on the auction house. So overall, and gathering wood, right? Gathering wood's going to be huge, I guess. That's going to be a big part of crafting and everything else. So there you go. Nice video from Mr. GM.